spoon. They smell really good, I have to say. Yeah, they're really nice and they're really well cooked as well. You do have to leave them for a long time to cook through, but if you do, they are that bit smoother and creamier. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and in today's video I want to share with you my hacks for cooking dried beans and chickpeas. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you my hacks for cooking dried chickpeas and dried beans. So dried beans and chickpeas are actually really easy to cook, especially when you use the hacks that I have. But it is quite a time-consuming job to cook them from scratch. I do have to start the night before and then finish the chickpeas off the next day, so I have to know what meal we are having the next day, but I like to plan our menu for the week. So I will know that if we are having a dried bean or chickpea recipe, I will need to prepare the chickpeas or beans the night before, if that makes sense. So we are having a dried chickpea meal tomorrow. So I'm going to prepare the chickpeas now, and I'm just going to put my scales on. I've got my dried chickpeas here. I often like to use cannellini beans. I also like to use black beans, and pinto beans are my favourite ones. We are having a chickpea meal tomorrow, so I'm going to cook the chickpeas off. So I'm just going to weigh out the chickpeas in my bowl, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add enough water to cover the chickpeas, and then probably about an inch more, I'd say, over the top of the chickpeas. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these in the fridge overnight, and hopefully all of the water will soak up in the chickpeas and they will be ready to cook tomorrow, and that's when I'll share my hacks with you. As you can see, the chickpeas have been soaking overnight and they've nearly soaked up all of the water, which is good. So now what we want to do is just drain off the excess water, and then I'm just going to rinse the chickpeas through. And then once the chickpeas are all rinsed through, I'm going to just take these to the hob and start to boil them. As I said, I'm now going to put the chickpeas into a large saucepan, and I'm going to pour enough water on to cover the chickpeas, and then I need a couple of inches more. So what I like to do now is just go and refill my jug, and then I'll be back to pour more water in. I've refilled my jug, so I'm going to continue to pour water on the top of these chickpeas. So as I said, I need about 2 inches above the top of the chickpeas, and I think or about 1.5 inches, I'd say, in this pan. So they need a lot of water to boil and move about in the pan. So I always try to give them a lot of water. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some salt to this. So a little bit of salt. Salt to your taste. You don't have to add it if you don't want to, but we have got quite used to the taste of salt. We use Himalayan pink salt, which is slightly better for the body than table salt is. And now I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking powder, and this is my hack. Basically what happens when you add the baking powder to the water and the chickpeas, it helps to cook them quicker, and it also helps them to absorb the water better as well, and they cook better with the baking powder in there as well. So it's a really good idea. I just use a teaspoon of baking powder that I buy from the supermarket. Baking powder is also really good for the body as well, helps to clear out the gut and the system and stuff, so it's a good thing to use. So now what I've done is I've just put the chickpeas onto a high heat on my hob, and I'm going to put the pan lid on, and I'm going to leave these to come to the boil, and when they come to the boil I will turn the heat down and leave them to simmer. As you can see, the pan is coming to the boil, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the heat down to a medium heat, and I'm just going to leave these to simmer, and while they're simmering I'm going to put a wooden spoon on top, and by putting a wooden spoon on top, hopefully the steam will absorb into the wooden spoon and it will stop the pan from boiling over. Also, I'm going to leave these on the hob for a good half an hour or until most of the water has disappeared. These do take a while to cook, but I do think they taste a lot better than the tinned ones. So the efforts are worth the results. So as I said, I'm just going to leave these to simmer until most of the water has disappeared. The chickpeas have finished cooking. They are lovely and soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to remove these from the heat, and then I'm going to go to the sink and drain these, so I'll show you that now. As I said, I'm going to drain the chickpeas now. So I'm just going to drain them through the colander like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rinse them off again under the cold tap. And that is our chickpeas done. And I think I'm going to have these with a curry this afternoon. Maybe I might make myself or some pasta. I think I might make myself a pasta salad with chickpeas in. And that's how easy it is. And these are delicious. I will try some for you in a moment just to let you know how they taste, but I'm sure they're going to be delicious. They smell really good. They always smell nice when they're cooked as well. Sorry, I don't think you can see them, can you? There you go. So yes, I'm off to try these, and then I will probably make them into a curry this afternoon. So I just thought I'd try these to let you know how they taste. I'm just going to try a few of them on a spoon. They smell really good, I have to say. Yeah, they're really nice and they're really well cooked as well. You do have to leave them for a long time to cook through, but if you do, they are that bit smoother and creamier. And also when you cook chickpeas like this, not with other beans but with chickpeas, what happens is the skin tends to come off, so the outside shell of the chickpea tends to break away when it's being boiled, and that makes it easier to make things like hummus. It makes the hummus that bit much more smooth and creamy as well. So I'm really looking forward to putting these in a salad this afternoon. That's my hacks for cooking dried beans and chickpeas, and as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having these in a salad I think this afternoon, and they smelled and tasted so good I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.